just tracking everything you eat, you start to realize what you're really doing throughout the days, because you don't realize it until when you're not tracking it, really. If you're not paying attention to it, you don't realize. But when you take a look back at it, you're like, oh snap, I'm messing up, I need to tighten up. Yes, sir! What's good, y'all? It's Jay, and if you're new to the channel, I've been on a fat loss journey, right? So I was at 200 pounds, and now I'm trying to work my way down to 190. 185 will be the minimum, but right now we're on the way to 190. So today I'm going to take you guys through MyFitness Pal. As of today, this morning, I am 191.2 pounds, all right, guys? So I'm going to put it up on the screen for you guys so you can see the stats for me this morning. Remember, we started off at 200 and we're working our way down. All right, guys, so right here I have MyFitness Pal open for you guys. As you can see, today is June 30th, 2022. As you can see, I'm allowed 2,430 calories per day. Now I'm going to show you guys what my start weight was, the goal weight and everything like that, how my activity levels, everything. If I take you guys right here to my goals, boom. The last time I put in my weight, I was 191.8, which I showed you guys in the current weight video and stuff like that, right? But remember, I started this at 200 pounds. So it's funny seeing this right here. It says I was 173 pounds on November 8th, 2017. So imagine, we're in 2022 now, almost 5 years ago. We're in June. Yeah, 173 seems so far off now, man. I'm never gonna be that again, by the way. But yeah, so you see for weekly goal, I have lose 0.5 pounds per week. And for activity level, I put lightly active. Now, can I check this out? You can put not very active, you put lightly active, you put active, very active. Not very active, I'll put if you're just sedentary, right? If you don't do anything with your day, you don't exercise, you don't do anything, I'll put that. I'll put lightly active because I do resistance training and stuff like that. I don't do cardio as much. I do jump rope, but it's not as much as I could do, right? So I put lightly active. I put active and very active if you have like a lot of cardio in your routine. So not just the resistance training, because we're talking about burning calories, because the more that you put that you're active, the more calories it's going to give you to consume. So it's also assuming that you're burning a whole ton of calories on a daily basis. So you can put active or very active if you know you're walking 20,000 plus steps every day, plus a bunch of separate cardio and all that. But you know, I'm not an athlete to that degree, not a professional athlete or anything like that. I don't play for the sports team, so we're lightly active. We're just gonna go through what I've eaten for this past week. So I'm just gonna give you guys an idea. So we're gonna go 7 days back to the 23rd. And boom, right there, we had 19 calories remaining. So here's the way I like to do it. There's two ways you could go about eating. You can either one, eat a balanced diet, eat balanced nutrition. If you truly do not feel like counting all of your calories, then just eat balanced. That's all you gotta do. When I say eat balanced, a source of carb, protein, and vegetables, and or fruit, right? You wanna split your plate up into 3 sections like that. And based off your goal, you want to, trade off which portion of your plate has bigger sizes, right? So if you're really trying to lose weight, then you might want your vegetables to be the biggest portion of your plate, and then your protein and your carbs to be smaller portions of your plate, right? But you could just start off with a third of everything and make adjustments from there. That's if you don't want to count calories. Now, for me, that's sometimes hard to do because I can't always find a way to fit all 3 into every single meal. So I've recently gone back to counting calories. And if I ever eat something and I'm not sure how much of it I ate, it is always best to overestimate the calories if you're trying to lose weight as opposed to underestimating. If I undertrack, which means I'm undertracking and I think I have more calories to eat than I really do, then I'm gonna end up overeating. So I'll always overestimate if I don't know what I put in. But usually if I'm eating in the house, I'm trying to measure it out in terms of cup, half cup, third of a cup. I'm trying to measure everything. Scan the label on your food, everything like that. So we have turkey lasagna. Yeah, I didn't have lunch. I kind of just skipped to snacks, honestly, for this day. It calculates the steps and exercise. That's why you see plus 104 calories added for my exercise. And you see I had soda this day. I had hot shoe, I had Greek yogurt. I like to eat the Greek yogurt a lot for my protein. This honestly looks like a pretty bad day, like eating wise, like unhealthy. If I'm seeing chicken wings, I'm seeing French fries, vegetable fried rice. Oh yeah, I had Chinese that day for sure. I had Chinese that day. But either way, I still had 19 calories remaining, so I was still in the deficit. I still lost weight. 2 days ago, I had the rice, I had the ground turkey, and I had five Greek yogurts. Because at this point, at a certain point in time, right, if you look at the calories, not just the calories, you look at the macros, I have it set to make sure I'm eating 30% of my calories from protein. And I didn't eat 30% of my calories from protein the past few days. Like, I was hitting my deficit, but my protein was like severely lacking. Like, if you go to the day before, can I do that? Yeah, 10% of my protein, my calories was from protein, 52 grams. Like, so I was getting in a deficit, and I was realizing though, I'm under consuming my protein. Yeah, so if you go back to the 28th, you see that I ate 189 grams of protein. That's because I stacked up on that Greek yogurt. There's 12 grams of protein and 80 calories in every Greek yogurt that I have. So I was really trying to stack that up along with the ground turkey and everything like that. So I started building up the focus. The point of the high protein during a cut, trying to lose fat, is because you're trying to retain as much muscle mass as possible. You're not trying to lose weight and just lose a bunch of muscle with it. You're trying to lose fat. So because I'm trying to retain the muscle, I was like, hold on, I'm losing weight, but I might be losing the wrong kind of weight. So let me pay more attention to my protein. So I made that adjustment once I started paying more attention to it. That's a good thing about counting your calories and counting your meals and just tracking everything that you eat. Even if you're not counting the calories, if you're just tracking everything you eat, you start to realize what you're really doing throughout the days, because you don't realize it until when you're not tracking it, really. If you're not paying attention to it, you don't realize. But when you take a look back at it, you're like, oh snap, I'm messing up, I need to tighten up. Yesterday I ate 2,436. I also meant to say, obviously, you see, since it's adding the exercise, I get a little more calories than I was originally allowed, right? The exercise is just me walking and stuff like that. So for breakfast, again, I had the peach yogurt, 3 of those. Then I had more ground turkey, more rice. I had two, it says 4 slices of bread and 4, peanut butter and jelly, obviously. So I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I'm making sure to scan the barcode on all these meals. I'm measuring out the peanut butter, it was 4 tablespoons, measuring out the jelly, 3 tablespoons, everything like that. At the end of the day, I literally had 6 tacos. I had 6 tacos because I had over 1,000 calories to eat it. And then I had another peach yogurt, and that wrapped up my day for yesterday. And yes, my weight did go down. I was still in the caloric deficit because, like I said, I'm allowed 2430. I had 100 calories remaining, including the exercise. But yeah, that's pretty much it for how I'm eating, how I've been eating. It's truly nothing special. I just track everything. I just make sure that I'm paying attention to what I'm doing. All you gotta do is pay attention to what you're doing, track what you're doing. If you don't want to track what you're doing, then like I said, eat balanced carbs, protein, vegetables, fruits. Just split your plate, stuff like that, and just make your meals balanced. Just change the portion size of your either carbs, proteins, or vegetables, right? Depending on your goals. Carbs are not the enemy. One thing about carbs is people think they're the enemy because it's easy to overeat carbs because it won't make you feel as full as protein will. And first of all, vegetables are carbs as well, but they're fibrous carbohydrates, right? So since they're fibrous carbohydrates, you can eat a ton of vegetables and still be low calorie on it, right? So you can eat a ton of those and be low calorie. Now, starchy carbohydrates aren't feeling like that, but it's just easy to overeat because it's not feeling like that. But that doesn't mean you avoid them. It just means you eat them in the moderation that you need to, right? So you have your carbs here, yes, but you don't overstack on those. You load up on more of the protein, you load up on more of the vegetables because the protein is going to make you more full and the vegetables are hard to overeat. So that's all it is. But carbs, we need it for energy. Carbs are not the enemy. You see, every single day that I've shown you here, I've been eating carbs. So don't stop eating carbs, guys. But that is going to be it for the video. If you did enjoy it, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'm Jay, and I'm out.